Okay. Woo. So when I first started coaching, when I would share about the challenge packs or about the challenge group, I would have people ask like, "Oh, I'm interested," and I would send them like, "Okay, this is what you get, and this is how much it costs." And I would get like, "Oh yeah, like that's too much," or like, "Oh, I didn't realize that much," or "I didn't realize it cost." Like, okay, no, thank you. So what I really tried to focus on is really creating the value and creating a bundle and explaining why this bundle will be best for them. So I'm just going to have Michelle go with me through like a mock kind of questions that I would ask. So in this example, we're going to say that she clicked on one of my Instagram polls and she was interested in my challenge group. So I'm going to have everyone except for Michelle mute their line just so there's not that background noise. Does everyone know how to do that? If not, I can help too. Should be a little mute button. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so if she reached out and she clicked on the poll, I would send her a message really quick and I would say, I'd say, "Hey girly, I saw that you were interested in my challenge group. Usually what I like to do is just kind of ask a few questions to kind of see where you're at and see if this would be a good fit for you. Does that sound good?"
Yes, that sounds great. Ask away.
So first off, are you currently doing anything for fitness, like workout wise?
No, I haven't been very active in the last couple of months, so I'm not really doing anything right now.
Okay, and do you have any like injuries that might kind of help us go towards one direction or the other with workouts?
No major injuries. Sometimes my knee hurts when I do workouts, but nothing major.
Okay, do you notice it's like a particular thing that tends to hurt?
I would definitely say like lunges are the worst, probably
Okay.
the worst pain that I feel.
Okay, side or front lunges?
Front lunges.
Okay, Michelle's like, I gotta come up with an answer here. Okay, perfect. So are you currently following any nutrition plan, like any diets like keto or anything like that in general?
No, I'm just gluten free.
Okay, just gluten-free. And paint the picture for me. What does a day in the life of Michelle look like? Like meals, snacks, coffees, like just what you consume, just so I can get an idea.
So I'm a very horrible breakfast person. Oftentimes I just skip breakfast altogether and then eat a very heavy lunch. Usually consists of like sandwich and chips, whatever I can get at my school vending machine typically. And then I will can eat a decently healthy dinner. There'll be some vegetables in there, but then at night is when I have really bad sugar cravings. So then I tend to binge on like junk food.
Okay, perfect. So let me ask you, for breakfast, do you not have breakfast because you're not hungry in the morning? Do you not have time? Like, what's your reasoning behind skipping breakfast?
Number one, I think would be time. I just don't feel like I have time to like cook a breakfast like I would on the weekend.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, and then my last question is, when you worked out a few months ago last time, was there anything you struggled with? Did you find you were super tired? You didn't have motivation? Like, what was kind of the reason for taking a break?
I feel like I'd be motivated for like a couple of days and then life would get in the way and then I would stop and then I would never pick it back up again. So
Okay,
I would say motivation.
that is fair. I think I can relate to that. Definitely been there. So, based on kind of what we've talked about, um, first with your knee injury, the really cool thing about our programs is all of our workout programs have a modifier, and the modifier is like a low impact. So, let's say that the moves are hurting your knee, maybe it involves jumping or something, and there's causing pain. We have a modifier there that can kind of simplify the move. So I think that'll help with your knee. And if you find that it's just the one move, the side lunge, that's really causing the issue, then we can just talk about skipping that one move. I don't think that's going to affect your results too much. As for meals, I totally get the being busy craziness in the morning. You've probably seen me talk about my shakes. And how I incorporate those in my day. I actually make them as I'm running out the door to kind of have a snack on the way to work. So that sounds like that could be something good for you in the mornings, because you can shake it with water or milk, or I always recommend taking like 2 minutes and throwing a few things in and blending it. And so it's a super good breakfast because it's easy and it's going to fuel your body. especially with all those kiddos at work, you're going to need that energy. And then with that, also, it helps curb cravings. So I think it might help a little bit with your sweets cravings in the evening, or we can talk about some healthier sweet alternatives at night. But the cool thing about our programs is there's two options when it comes to nutrition. So there's one that's very basic. It's kind of goes alongside what workout you're doing. So depending on what program you're doing, you might have a different meal plan. The other option is a more complex option that I think might be good for you because it's one system for life. So every day, no matter what program you're doing, whether life's crazy or it's the weekend, you have one simple nutrition plan and concept to follow. And it'll kind of help you incorporate more proteins and veggies throughout the day. So we can talk about some meal prep and helping you have a healthier lunch to kind of fuel your day. So it sounds like there's just like some fine tweaking and it's totally easy to follow. I survived off Taco Bell and coffees before I started, so I was not perfect. Anyone can do this. Does that sound like something that you would like?
Yeah, I'm definitely interested.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to send you a graphic just of the cost breakdown and what's included, so you kind of have an idea of what all you get and the cost of it. I never like to be weird and not share the price because I'm totally a budget person, so I'll share that. And just know that the bundles are really good because when you kind of get these bundles, they do a bundle and save. So I'll send that over. Pretend I sent over. And then I would say something like, okay, so if that looks good, the next question is we'll want to decide what shake flavor. So I'll walk her through the shakes. The last thing I might throw in, I don't always do it as much with the Ultimate Portion Fix because it doesn't have a challenge pack. Or I guess it kind of does, but it's a little harder. But if they do the basic challenge pack, I'll usually recommend the bigger bundle with the pre-workout and the post. And I'll say something like, these workouts are amazing, but you're going to be sore and they're going to kick your butt. And so I would recommend this bundle because the post-workout will help you be able to walk the next day. And the pre-workout is amazing to give you an extra boost, or if you need energy to clean the house, I love it. So I usually recommend that one. And if they're not interested, then we can go down to the basic. But I know me personally, like the Recover and the Energize is like non-negotiable. I need it. So I usually recommend that because I find that people purchase the basic and then they want to purchase the other bundle and it's more at the time. So that's just kind of how I do it. When I message someone on Instagram or Facebook, I hold the record button and I talk to them. So it sounds like a lot, but I'm talking so they can hear my voice. It's way faster than typing, and I'm painting the picture of how this would be helpful. So instead of just saying like, oh yeah, these shakes are great and the workouts are awesome and you get in my challenge group, I kind of try and paint how I really think this could help them. And based on where they're at with nutrition, I tend to recommend one or the other. Some people I have that they're like, for lunch I tend to have a salad with chicken, and for dinner we try and do like a protein and a veggie and maybe a little bit of carb. Like when I'm talking to them, they sound like they have a basic concept of nutrition. And if they have that, I usually just recommend the 160 challenge pack because I think the 21-day fix container system is enough of a basic tweak to kind of help them. So I don't always recommend the more complex one unless I think they need it. I'm never going to sell something they're not interested. Let's say she didn't want the shakes, then I would go and maybe go the route of the performance line instead of the shakes. So it seems like it's time intensive, and it is more time intensive than just sending the visual. But what I find is even if they say no and they can't afford it now, they're way more likely to come back because I've explained to them how it could be helpful and it could benefit their life. So it takes more time up front. But then a lot of times they may come back a month or two later and be like, hey, like, I'm ready. I want to get this bundle. I want to join. Let's do this. So that is kind of an example of how I do it. Michelle, do you have anything to add?
No, that's great. I think it's awesome.
Okay. Does anyone have any questions? If you do, you guys can totally unmute yourself and ask. I hope that was helpful. I kind of want to go over more basic stuff. The next call will be going over the Coach Online Office. And I will be doing a quick overview walkthrough. And then what I plan to do is do individual YouTube videos and have different trainings on different things. So like if you want to check your elite points or your team ranking, once you're a diamond and above, I'll show how to do that. And I'll kind of break down all the Coach Online Office more in specifics, and I'll have that on our team page that you can dive deeper. But the next call, we'll just kind of go over the Coach Online Office overview, how to find things. Because I think sometimes Coach Online Office has really cool things to offer that we sometimes don't realize. So that's the plan for next month, and I will pick a date and let you guys know on the team page. But are there any questions or comments or anything you guys want to add? Hi, Ryan. She gets all shy. Hi. Anybody have anything?
I have a question for you. How do you decide whether to sign them up as a customer or a discount or a coach, active or discount coach?
So if they're military spouse, always discount coach. If I find someone who's like really driven, they've got a goal, like they're really pushing, and let's say it's a bigger goal, like they want to lose 50 pounds and they're like, I'm in, I'm ready, let's do it. Then I recommend the discount coach, and I just say, here's a deal, you're going to save $17 a month. So in the long run, this is going to save money, so it's a no-brainer. Personally, I don't offer usually a discount coach right away to people besides that, but let me throw out the disclaimer. I have built my downline where I have enough of a cushion. When I was pushing for Emerald, when I was pushing for Diamond, when I needed more people to cushion to reach a goal, I was more open to offering the discount coach. But what I found with that is sometimes they would get their shakes for the first time, and then they maybe didn't love them and they'd cancel anyways. So I usually recommend the discount coach to my customers their second month. So I don't offer it right off the bat unless they're I have a big goal or they're military. I may wait till the second month and know they love the shakes and then go offer coach. And then if they're not interested in coaching, go the discount coach method route.
Awesome.
Anybody else? Oh, we got to take another picture because Miss Rebecca's back on. And Ryan's on, so there's that. Okay, okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Megan snaps her face over real fast. She's like, I love it. Okay, well, thanks for hopping on, guys. I know that team calls sometimes can be super long, and I want to try and keep them short. Just give a little nugget so you guys can, if you can't catch on live, you can watch it or listen to it while you're driving and catch up. So that's all I have for today. Thanks for joining. I'm going to go eat my broccoli and cauliflower for dinner. Have a good night, guys.
All right, bye.
Bye.